Okay, let me see. Yo, what's good, guys? Let me know if you guys can hear me.
For you too.
What's good? What's good? What's good, guys? Let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, just type something so I know you guys can hear me. Okay, being real. What's good, man? What's good? HLS beats. What's good, man? Let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, just say you can hear me. Okay, so yeah, guys, we just gonna be having like a little bit of discussion with Kali Magic. So we have Kali Magic in the building. Shout out to Kali Magic for giving
Hello.
us this this um this time to let's just discuss on some marketing strategies, because I feel like I just want to see I just want to see the producer community grow, and that's like my main concern. And Kali Magic is really doing well, doing well in that aspect. His YouTube is really doing well. His Beatstar is doing well. So that's why I said, oh, let's let him come here and give us the secret. What is it that he's doing? What he can share with us? And I have some questions laid down already. But if you have questions, you can also ask. But we're just gonna be, spending like 50 minutes, 50 minutes, because he's a busy man. He has to get to work. So, guys, welcome to today's live. We are a bit late. I said 11, but I was so occupied, but I'm just so glad that I could be here. So you know how we do it. If you're coming in, just try to like the video. That's very important. Like the video and say something so we know you're here. Raphael J was good. Royal Abimbola, I see you. Pizarro Beats, I see you. So yeah, so you can start asking your questions, and I'll just start with the ones I have laid down already. And yep. So Kali Magic, I don't know if you can just say something so we know if they are hearing you, because they can hear me.
Yo, what's good, guys? It's Kelly Magic, your shyest producer. You know, I'm not the kind that likes to show my face, but yeah, I'm sure you can hear me.
Okay, so let me know if you guys can hear Kali. He just said something. Let me know if you guys can hear, if you can hear him too. I know there's kind of a delay, there's this latency with this whole OBS, but let me know if if you just heard what Kali said. Hop Vic, what's good, man? How you doing? Welcome to today's live. You guys should like the video, please. Like the video. Okay, so they can hear you clearly. All right. So yeah, I got the settings today. No, the last time it was war, but it's good I got the settings today. So for me, the first question, you guys can start sending in your question. The first question I have for Carl is when did you start production? Because with the level of beats that you post, man, we actually want to know when did you start. Let's do so that those that are just starting will know. Okay, something I can work with. So when did you start production?
Well, I would say I officially started in 2015.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
because I had the idea. What even prompted me was I like to sing. I'm a singer as well. So when I go to studios, I wasn't having that money to pay for session, and they bill me too much. So I thought to myself that if I get this software, I can be able to make beats for myself and take the beat to the studio, and then I'll pay less. So
Yeah.
let's say I started doing that from 2015
Wow.
till now. Yeah.
2015. That's like that's 7 years. Wow,
Yeah.
7 years. So we that could not sing. For me, that was not how I started
No,
production.
you be
I think.
advanced. I know you started like 1995. So
So me, one thing is that I can't even sing. So I think what prompted me was I could just play the keyboard. So and
exactly.
I just okay, let me just get software and be layering keyboards, and from there we started production. So yeah, we started in 2015. interesting. So well,
2016.
I'll also be looking at some questions you guys are sending, and Hobvik asking a question, but I think that's on my list, so we're gonna attend to that later. Hobvik said something, but I'm gonna ask that question later. So the next one is next question. Do you have any background knowledge? Like, is it that
Okay.
you could play the aside you being able to sing, were you able to play like any instrument, or you know, how did it just start? Like you just got FL and so
Okay. There was this guy in my school then. He used to make beats. So anytime I go to his corner, I see him messing around with FL7. And then
wow.
I asked him, "What's coming out of this thing? I like what I'm hearing." And then he said, "Ah, bro, it's going to be difficult for you to learn this thing, though." But I knew that that was my passion. I love sound a lot. I love singing. So I decided to get the software from the guy, and then on my own, I started trying out things. Started remaking beats.
Okay, you're
Started
remaking.
remaking beats. I
Yeah,
think it was easy for me to remake beats, and that's the fastest way to
thank
learn
you.
how to arrange and create a beat and stuff. So after the remix, excuse me, I started making for myself to see. It was work anyway, but practice makes perfect. I kept
Yeah,
on going and going, and then I'll ask people, "Is this thing nice? Is it cool?" So constantly doing that thing is going to build your music here, build your ideas a lot, and then with critics and everything, over time you just be good.
yeah, that remaking, like remaking, really boosted my, even that was what like brought me out on YouTube. That's what even made people know me well when I started remaking. So like
Exactly.
I always tell you guys, remaking is a good way of learning. So you can pay someone to teach you, but if you sit down and just try to remake beats, remake hit songs, it's gonna be a good way. So you even said the FL7. Like for me, I've not even seen the FL I knew. I think was FL11 or so. That was the
Yeah,
first
it was
FL.
seven. It was seven.
That was the first FL I knew. I knew. Okay. Hobvik. Hobvik, we're gonna answer your question. So the next one, so for the Beatstars thing, like when did you open Beatstars? Because I can see some crazy numbers of plays on your Beatstars. So when did you
Yeah,
start Beatstars?
I opened Beatstars in 2020. Yeah,
Wow, 2020. So
2020
in the space of 2 years, I can see like you almost have like almost getting to 400K plays in the space of
plays.
two
Yeah.
years. That's so guys. The thing is just you guys just have to start. It's just about starting. The more you delay, the more it takes time. So best thing is just for you to start. He has almost 400,000 plays in the space of 2 years, not up to 2 years, self, but and he has that. That's a crazy number. So those
You
of
know,
you
I
that yeah
I even made a mistake. I made a
yeah
mistake because I was already posting on YouTube back to back. I had a
okay
couple of videos that were doing numbers, but I wasn't having V stars. So it was when people started contacting me from different countries, like, "Bro, we love your sound. How do we get to buy your beats? We don't see any link." And I'm like, "What link?" I
oh,
put my WhatsApp there. You can reach me through my WhatsApp. And then they're like, "Yo, you need to get Beatstars." And I'm like, "Oh, I started doing the research on Beatstars, and I saw that I can just put it in. People just buy
just
it
go
for
and
free.
buy.
So that's when I started. So
Okay, so
I'm
another question is that people complain of not having PayPal to open Beastars. It's so difficult for Nigerians to. So how you're in Nigeria now? So how did you
okay.
get that verified PayPal that
No, PayPal is not in Nigeria, but you can bypass. I mean, you can bypass. All you just need to, because me, I'm using a Lesotho PayPal,
yeah
and you can just go type in your paypal.com/ls. That's an abbreviation for Lesotho,
yeah
and it opens. Then you just open the business PayPal, put in authentic informations like your real
real
informations.
information, yeah.
Yeah, and then at the end of the day, they'll just ask you to verify with your card. Once you've done that, you have your PayPal. Then you just add it to your BStars, and you start doing your thing.
Okay, so yeah, so that's it. People that keep asking how to get PayPal in. Okay, so on that question is, did you start making sales immediately? Like when you
No, I wasn't posting with the intention of making sales. I was
okay
posting beats because I love making beats. I just wanted people to see that I can make beats. You understand? So
yeah
I was just putting it out there. It was when one of my beats called Sorrow in 2020 blew up, and I was getting messages from people that want to use this beat. How can we buy it? And I'm like, so they buy these things. And I can remember, funny enough, that it was even from you. I was seeing your beats on Niger Flavor, and I'm like,
Yeah.
who's this Mykah guy? I know I did a couple of covers with these things. And then I said, so people put beats online. I started doing it, and then I started getting calls from people. I think it took me like roughly 4 months before I started making sales.
Making sense.
And
Wow.
once a beat blows up,
Yeah, it
there's tendency that
draws.
other beats
Yeah.
you upload will start getting
Yeah.
numbers, and people will start reaching out to you. They want to buy, and then yeah, you just keep selling. I mean, you just as long as the thing is doing numbers on
Yeah.
YouTube, you keep selling.
Okay. 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 So what's your take on the on the YouTube algorithm, because it's crazy. Understanding that is really crazy.
Nobody understands YouTube algorithm
Mm,
because they you can be having 395,000 plays in 30 days.
yeah.
The next month you can be down to 100,000. The thing goes up and down.
Okay.
But I think that
Yeah.
the major thing is the YouTube algorithm recognizes a posting pattern. If you say you're posting by a Monday,
Yeah.
Wednesday, and Friday, and you do that consistently for 2 months, it recognizes that posting pattern. And so anytime you start, like subsequent times you start uploading at that time, you'll be getting traction higher than what you used to get.
Yeah.
And then, second of all, after you've been posting a particular keyword or some particular keywords and you want to switch up, algorithm will drop on your side. So you need to
Mm.
maintain what you've been posting. Even though you're doing a highlight beat, if you are doing still put burner type beat there, if that's what's been working for you.
Okay. Okay.
You get yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. So it will help you to get that reach because one thing is it's not about the type beats you write there, it's about getting the numbers that you
You
want to
want. Yeah.
market. Yeah, so just maintain those keywords. Even though you started today posting on YouTube and it's not getting numbers, consistently, algorithm will recognize that thing that you used to do, and then they'll just give you views on one of your videos. That's the beginning. So keep
Yeah.
maintaining that, and it starts coming.
Yeah.
It starts
I
coming.
think I think I've opened a couple of YouTube channels, like new ones, and you see that I just focus on posting at a particular time, and one of the videos will just blow up.
Yeah.
And once it blows up, but I don't know now. I think the two channels I opened of late, one of the video blew up. It started doing well. Then all of a sudden, everything just started dropping down again. I was like, so YouTube algorithm is crazy. It's very difficult to understand. But you
Very
just
difficult.
yeah, you just try stuff that work for you, and once something work for you, just keep doing it, keep doing it. So
Yeah.
Hobvik asked the question. He said
Okay.
he has been trying to reach you. He has been trying to reach you, but no reply concerning collab. So
Okay.
producers that want to collab with you, like, how can they reach you? Are you open for collab? First of all, are you open to
Okay.
collab with?
You know one thing about this collab, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not always easy because I'm affiliated to a label in the US, right?
Okay.
So a
Okay.
couple of them they try to make their songs Afrobeat and everything. So while I'm even trying or struggling to post on YouTube, I'm still working on their projects. And me as
Okay.
a recording artist, I'm still working
You
on
working
my
on your
own
own?
project.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's always difficult to just be going around doing all that collab and stuff like that. I see most of the DMs on the mails,
Yeah.
but I'll be like, let me just get that space so that I can just be like, okay, send me your collab. I remember Skimsy sent me up almost five beats. That same
Yeah.
period, I got like two from Zena. I got like collabs were many, and then I got confused. I was like, "Yo, where am I going to start?" I started having
Yeah.
it blocked because it was too much for me. So I easily attend to the ones that I just find catchy.
Got
Once
you.
it's just, I'll just go straight up, finish it, send it to you, and then we move on. You get so, but if I'm open for collab, you can send it. You can send it.
Okay.
I still have a team now that we just set up and then we're working, so it got
Okay.
easier.
Okay. So you guys here, he's open for collabs. So just you can send him your amazing beats, and definitely he's gonna try to, when he has the time, to work on them. So on that question I have, I don't know if you open, if you want to talk about that. Is it's about sales on Beatstars.
Okay.
You know, I see you doing some good numbers, right? Are you open to talk about sales on, like,
Yeah, we're
how?
producers. I mean, we're
Yeah.
trying to motivate each other. So
Yeah. So what's like if you say we're looking at because you need to motivate people need to be motivated at business. I always hear people asking me this question. Is there really sales in this online production? Like I remember one artist he messaged me one time that he wanted to buy a beat from a producer. And I was like that I should help him reach out to the producer. So I reached out to the producer and was like, okay, my guy wants to buy a beat for me and was like, okay, this is his price for exclusive beat. So
Mm.
I went and I told the artist that okay, this is the price this producer chat is selling his beat, and was like he can never buy a beat that he has been doing music for a very long time. He can never buy a beat at that price. And I was like, okay, this the music has actually changed.
Yeah.
There's a beat that I made with S School, and that beat has made crazy numbers just for listening alone. So instead of the person even selling you that exclusive beat, he can decide to just lease it, and 1,000 people can lease it for $30. Let's pick the lease of $30,
Yeah.
and imagine 1,000 people leasing that beat. That's $30,000, and the beat is still available for. So a producer telling you, okay, I'm selling my beat for 1.5, my exclusive for 1.5, and you said you can never like. So if you want to say your
We
sales
should buy
on
the lease.
yeah, just buy leads and but they'll be like, no, I want the beat for myself now. I can't be using beat that other but you can't pay you can't pay the price. So what's your average sale on Beatstars? What's your
But
like let's say the weekly on weekly
uh,
basis?
okay, if we're talking about weekly, some bad weeks it could be like $1,000. Then some good weeks you
Wow.
can have two
See,
thousand
say,
dollars.
say, say some bad weeks. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
because when you're used to something and then
Yeah.
something start going back, it's declining, then you know the thing is bad.
Wow. That's
So
you guys just
yeah,
did you guys just
but
hear that?
for I think for the past since January till now, I haven't recorded anything less than 3,000. I don't think.
Wow. Wow. That's some good numbers.
Yeah,
That's some
two
good
months
numbers.
ago, I had 4 5, and last month it was 6,700. So we're still looking to get better. At least we can be getting like 100K. Not bad.
Yeah, man, that's the dream, man.
Not
That's the
bad.
dream. So, guys, I just feel you guys should be consistent with whatever you do. Don't just feel discouraged. There's actually money in this online production, like online. Try to reach
Yeah.
out with to people you can collaborate with. You know, some people might not respond, some might respond. Like I always say, even myself, even me too, I've reached out to some producers and they don't respond, and I don't take it to heart because people too are also reaching out to me, and I also don't
Yeah.
respond. But I feel there are some people that once you don't respond to them, they just take it so personal. And like so, when a producer don't respond to you, just keep working on yourself, and with time, they might even be the one reaching out to you. You don't know. You don't know. So that's some nice numbers. You guys should keep
And
working.
some of these producers about not responding, one
Yeah,
thing is they listen to your sound and the quality. They don't see the connection between your sound and their sound. So they
right.
decide
Like
to wait
yeah,
to see, or then when they see that okay, this thing is at the level where I can put my input ahead, they decide to put it. Because I've seen a collab where somebody sent me everything was off.
yeah,
Everything was off. And then do you know I had to delete the whole melody, take out the whole drums. I made a
and
fresh beat.
fresh
And then
beats.
what put the person as a collaborator on it again. So that's just the thing.
Yeah,
The sound needs to be at least reasonable, catchy. Even though you can't finish it, you just have that reasonable melody, the chord progression and stuff like that. And hey, you can just work on it and that's it. Because easy. The collab thing is sometimes some people just send you one weird idea. Like me,
yeah,
I think I've sent you one idea like that I said, oh, this thing don't enter my head. Like, I started laughing.
yeah.
I was
So
like,
I feel when trying to send a collab to a producer, you should also listen to the kind of beats
producer,
that project. Yeah, you kind of listen to like me now. I love calm beats. I just love
yeah,
Whiskey, Burna Boy. You now sending me something of Zalatano vibe on. You know, I'm just going to spend time on it trying to connect to it. But once you send me like okay vibe that Whiskey will be able to vibe on Burna Boy, hey, that's like
yeah.
you are giving me what I actually want. So before you send out collab, try to know what the kind of vibes the producer work on. So
Right.
the next question is there was this placement you go with Maven. So can you just tell us about that? Because that jam was crazy. That what's this guy's name?
Okay. The Magic and
Yeah, and
Arista.
Arya, yeah, Arya Star. So how did that,
Okay. It's one of those things.
yeah,
Okay, before then, I made a beat called YOLO, and that beat I think it has gotten like 300,000 views on YouTube, right?
yeah,
And generated like roughly 11,000 from leases on that beat, like
on,
$11,000.
wow, wow,
So you know, for 300,000 people to stream this beat, it means that even prospective and label owners and big artists and all, they've seen that beat, right?
yeah,
Because YouTube is a very big market. So when I posted Lagos, which is the beat he used, he saw it and it was like, "Yo, bro, I and Rasta jumped on this thing, and this thing is so mad. What do you think we should do?" So his A&R later reached out to me, and then we're talking. And then he said, because I've worked with them on a jam before for one of the artists, Kile. I think two songs there. And then it was like, bro, business as usual. Let's get this thing running. So we started discussing, and then I wasn't agreeing because Magix wanted to do this Nigerian music industry thing. Send me the beat and I'll record.
yeah,
I'll pay your name out. And I'm like, yo, bro, that's not business. I mean, you need to speak with my management. Because when you start doing like that, they want to rake you, bro. I mean, why would you tell me that? And then you won't give me royalty. You just want to put my name produced by who that want help. I mean, you need to do
yeah,
things the right way, get your publishing, get your mechanical rights and all that stuff like that. So yeah, after discussing with the A&R for like 5 days, they decided to come back and they said, okay, we're going to pay you so and so. They paid well anyway, and then I collected my 50% publishing, and then I sent them the data and everything. So one of the guys in house did the recording for them and they mixed and mastered, and yeah, songs out. And Beastar Publishing is helping me with claiming the
yeah, wow,
50 and all. So
wow, wow. That's more. That as in that beat was it just like you made the beat for them.
for
It
them,
was
yeah, it just
the vibe was crazy. So the same thing still through YouTube. Beat he posted
yeah.
on YouTube.
YouTube is the
So
market.
right now you can just be in your house and be cashing out. Back those days are gone whereby you be going to producer's house to create vibes for them, to work with them for but now you can just be in your house and you get all the connection. All the whole platforms are there. Beatstars, YouTube, and you guys should
Yes, now
make
even I've produced for some guys in AGT, some guys who went to Americans Got Talents. Like they came to my DM, please can you give us a custom beat to use for the auditions? And some of them entered the house and they were still coming back for beats to use weekly, all that stuff like that. And they pay, So YouTube is just the market. I mean, billions. If 6ix9ine can be getting billions of streams,
I'm telling
so
you,
imagine
Billy,
how many people are on YouTube. And now
that's
Afrobeat is worldwide,
it's
so
worldwide.
it's
That's it.
a
It's
lot.
worldwide. So what you guys should grab this market that is grab the Afrobeat market, man.
Yeah.
So the final
Right.
question I have is how do you get over beat block? How do you get over
Uh,
beat block?
Big block. You see, yeah. Speaking of big block, I would say, I mean, you, Micah, you can attest to the fact that there was a time you made beats from first of the year to the last day of the year.
Yeah, yeah,
Know why? That's because your foundation, you know how to play instruments.
yeah,
If you know how to play instruments, I don't think beat block will be your thing. Beat block only comes to those who use loops. I mean, like you use loop a lot. It gets to a point where you're limited. You've not found that sound that you want to use to create something reasonable. You easily get beat block. But once you can go around playing, you have a chord and you drop a guitar line or a saxophone line, you play drums around it, everything just comes.
yeah,
You get
yeah,
so for me to get over beat block, I could just go start listening to random music, random melodies, random things. Just go on Splice, go on all
yeah,
these places, just be listening. I'll be getting stuffs, and then I can just resample them. Or I'm a singer, I can start singing one thing like that, and then I start creating melodies around it, and then yeah, I get what I want. So basically, beat block is just. I mean, it can't last once you're a creative. You will definitely find your way around it.
kind of
I know
way.
we have like Micah, we have Vesh, we
Mhm.
have OY. They keep putting out samples for every producer to use. So then that's the fastest way you can get out of big block. Or once you can just be buying those packs. If you don't have money, I mean, you can go and get from whoever bought it. But I think it's good to support the producers as well.
Thank you,
It's not
thank you very much for that point.
not easy to make packs and then you start getting it for free. I buy from Vesh, I buy from Mykah as
Yeah,
well.
that's true, man.
So
That's
it's
true.
not easy. I may not even use them everything at the end of the day, but you see, I can just use one small percussive loop inside just to create something different. They add to your sound. I mean, to make
That's
your
it.
sound up.
That's it. That's it. So, guys, you can start bringing in your questions. Bringing in your questions. Um, Kali is a very busy person, and I will not want to keep him. So, if you have any question, you can just start asking your questions, so he can answer as many that he can. He can. Sawboy was good. Now, Witty Beats was good. Was good. Was good. Ask your questions, guys. Ask your questions. One easy way of getting over beat block is going on. For me, I go on Splice, Arcade, just play around, and you're gonna see a loop that just spark an idea.
There are thousands, been a millions. They're everywhere.
Everywhere is the whole music production right now is very easy, man. It's very very easy. Everything is online. Anything you need. So let me know if you guys have any question, or I've asked all the question you guys had in mind. So let me know. Let me know. Let me know. So you said something about Beatstars collecting your you know
Publishing,
your
yeah.
publishing. How were you able to do that? Because I think I tried that, and they've kept me on hold like for how many months now? Almost 2 months. They've not given me a response. Like I know
Okay,
I got an email from Sony. I don't know. I think I
okay,
got an
yeah.
email from Sony, but I can still add tracks on that my publishing. They say they'll get back to me. Like it has been on that page. Well, I don't know how was your own that long to
No,
do
no,
that.
it was just a day.
Just a day.
So
Wow.
basically,
Yeah.
I reached out to the Beatstar, the owner guy, like the owner, the guy.
Yeah, Abe
He's
something. Abe.
active.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think it's
so
Abe, yeah.
I reached out to him when they were talking through the DM, and I told him this and that and that. He said, "Oh, he's been seeing my stuff, and we have numbers and all." So he would want Beatstars to help me claim all this publishing and everything. So they sent me details, and I sent them my IPI, did all those necessary things, the ID. I guess you've passed that part.
Yeah,
Then
I've
afterwards,
done everything.
they sent me the Sony code and everything, so I
Yeah.
can check on the site to see. So after registering with the Sony, um, when you go on Vista Studio, you will see that publishing area. Then you can start adding your tracks. Automatically, they publish it for you.
Wow. I think I'm just going to reach out to them or something.
Yeah, so I use Shazam even to check all the beats.
Wow.
People can just.
Yeah.
I was seeing some with millions of streams, and I'm like, oh, nice.
More
So
money
they
for
claim,
you.
yeah, I claim everything. I claim
Wow.
everything.
And
Now,
it's like
yeah, day by
they just add it to your Beastars. I think your or where does the money does it go to your PayPal or
yeah, at the time when you were registering, they will ask you for where you want the money to be routed to.
okay?
It will be entering at your PayPal wallet. You'll be seeing the money in that PayPal wallet. I think it will reflect in the next 3 months or six. So you will
Wow.
see that PayPal wallet, then you can withdraw, and you know that it will go to your PayPal definitely.
Okay. Okay. So I have some questions. Mr. Lee is saying, okay, let's see. Witty Bits. Let me try to see. I had Hobvik is asking that he heard collaboration is the main goal for Beatstars to make sale. Like, is that true? Therefore, you can make sale, you need to collaborate.
I never collaborated with anybody before I started making sales. My sales were
Okay.
just coming in. And then I started getting these messages from people like, "Oh, can we?" But I feel, on the other hand, it's the fastest.
Yeah.
Maybe if I had started doing it then, it would have been earlier than, but I mean, I'm not regretting because I took time to understand
Yeah.
myself. I understood my sound before I started doing collaborations because when you're collaborating, sometimes it may be like you may start seeming too lazy because you don't want to just finish your beat. You're just looking around who will just add the bass for me, who will do this for me. But I think when I took my time for like 1 year to be making my stuff, even though at some point it may sound like rubbish, I started getting to understand, how to go about my thing and everything. And then I started going for collabs, you know. And when you're doing collaborations, collab with someone who has got traction.
Yeah.
Now, the person's traction on his channel will bring traction to
To
you
your
as
yeah.
well. But allow the person to post first.
Okay.
You
Okay.
get that's how
Mm.
algorithm behaves. Allow the person to post first. So once he posts and like the first 1 day or 24 hours, he's gotten the views. You can post your own. You will see that your own channel will start growing. But when you
Wow.
know they get views, go first post,
Post.
and the person now go and post the beat. It will drop on his own side as well because your own channel does not have traction. So algorithm
Okay.
has already recognized the sound.
Okay. 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 So
And
that's
the sales is relative to the views. So
yeah. Yeah. Actually. Really. All right. So another question, Mr. Lee, say what's your best roads or APNU VST? We are talking about online marketing strategy, but let's see if you can answer that.
mm, best roads for I think you're in the best position to answer that one because you have all the plugins on your system. But if
Oh,
you're asking me for my
yeah.
go-to, I usually use the EP Live from Flex.
EP Life. Yeah, I don't even know that one. I don't even know that one.
Yeah,
EP
it's from
Life.
Flex.
Okay. Okay. EP
Yeah.
Life. For me, I just love the what's it called? Lounge Lizard. Okay. So Witty Bit is like, what's your daily producer objective? Like, what's as the day is starting? What do you say? Okay, this is what I want to achieve. Production wise. You know.
Production wise.
Yeah.
See, for a creative, I know there's this happiness you feel when you start a beat and you finish it, right? You feel so fulfilled
You've
and happy.
achieved.
You
Yeah.
feel like, yeah, I have a hit. I want to put it out there for people to start purchasing already. And that one is relative to making money. Bro, money is my motivation. Money will push me to even make the baddest beat in the world. So
Yeah.
as long as I'm selling, my goal is to wake up in the morning
We-
and create a
and
banger
create a
that will
banger.
make more
Okay.
money.
That's
So
it, man. That's
that's that
that's
motivation,
very
bro.
nice motivation. So busy busy bit. I think Hovik answered your question. If you're looking for the Afrobeat genre, you just check under the reggae section. You're going to see. Xenomix is asking, do you train producers online? So do you train producers online? Let's know whether you train producer online. Can you hear me, Kali?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So Xenomix, I think Xenomix is asking, do you train producers online?
Nah, nah, I don't really have the time. I swear.
Okay.
But people who come to my DM to ask me questions, I'll just tell you straight up, this is what you can do. I'm
Okay.
always open to reply you on what to do, but saying like training is is a bit too tedious for me.
Okay. Okay. So you just send him a message. And whenever you send message, just try to go straight to the point, please. Don't just say hi, hello, and expect the producer or the person to start the conversation. Why don't you just drop your main aim of reaching out to that person? So what Vic is asking whether you convert paper funds and how can he reach out to you in order for you to respond faster.
No, if you're talking about paper phones, just if you can WhatsApp me or even send me a DM on Instagram.
So
That one is
straightforward.
like
Straightforward.
every day.
Yeah, so just send him a DM on Instagram. Mr. Lee say, what's your best advice you can give someone who wants to start making his beats? Because I want to start from scratch. Okay, I think he's talking about not using loops. I don't know. So, like, what's the best advice you can give someone who wants to start making his beats? Okay,
I'm
marketing. Sorry, he said, what's the best advice you can give someone who want to start marketing his beats? What's like the best advice you can give?
Okay. Like speaking of marketing, I know there are different ways to do things. Some people want to go and start doing promotions. Some people want
Yeah.
to promoting your beat on YouTube and on Beatstars will even give you that much sales. At the end of the day, start owing those platforms money.
Yeah.
I think posting a trendy beat. First of all, the beat should be bad, or the beat should be mad.
Mad. Yeah.
Understand? That's one point. Then secondly, using keywords that are trending, and the beat should be a trending beat. Like Burna Boy just dropped his album, so your beat now should be centered around those kind of
Around.
sounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
So definitely, people be like, I heard this Burna album. I wish I can find a beat that looks like this. So people start going to YouTube to search for Burna Boy type beat,
Yeah.
and they start finding varieties. If your own come into play, I mean, like they start downloading and paying for your beats and stuff like that. So follow trend.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
just follow, and you make sales.
Okay. Follow trend and you going to make sales. So Biz is asking, um, that the beat he posts on Beatstars, are they automatically published?
No,
No.
they're not
Okay.
published.
They're not. They are not published beats. Busy beats. Witty beat is asking. So money should be the objective always.
Well, you already know the skill, right? You
Yeah.
already know the skill. You're already a good producer. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you should up your game at every point in time. Don't be like those kind of producers that when people have started making beats that are crazier and you're still in the old, you're 2000 and late. I mean, you should always upgrade your
I
sound.
always emphasize on
But
that, man. Yeah.
yeah, but aside that, what motivates you is funds. You get me?
Yeah.
You should always be your motivation. Like that okay. Like me now, I set a target of $2,000 a week.
Yeah.
Get me? So once I put my target on that, I'm always trying to meet up with the amount of beats I need to post so I can get that reasonable traction. You get me? And get
Yeah.
those sales running.
Okay.
So that's just the thing basically.
Okay. So guys, I think that's all the questions we have on ground. If you have any other question, we just put this to be 15 minutes, and then we just have like few more minutes. So if you have any question if you have any questions for if you have any questions for Kali, just let us know. You can ask your questions for the remaining few minutes we have. And if you've not liked this video, kindly give this video a like. You guys should, this is like our first video we're having a guest. So try to give the video a like if you haven't. Shout out to everyone that came in. I was not able to call names today, but I appreciate everyone that came in. I saw Just Tupac. Just Tupac was here. I don't know if he's still here, but I appreciate you for coming. Sawboy, I see you. Everyone that came in, everyone that asked questions. I just hope at least we got something from this today. So DJ Cliff, I see you. If you have any questions, or any more questions, just let me know. So Hobvik, he has answered that question. He's open for collab. Just send him some nice vibes, and once he can connect with it, he's going to work on it. So I think we're done. We're done. No questions coming in. I appreciate anyone. So if you're just coming in, you can still go back and watch this video. I'm still going to drop it, so you can go and watch it. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, Kali, for giving us this time. The daytime, it's not very easy. If it's in the evening now, it's understandable. But this afternoon, you know, thank you so much for coming live. I really appreciate. And we're still gonna bring you here more and more. And so they're asking what's your mail so that they could send in the collab. I don't know if you want to drop that so I could just pin it. If you
NTUL
and
CALL. Yes.
NTULCALLIE
At
at
gmail.com.
gmail.com. Okay, so that's the email address. I'm just going to pin it so you can send your collabs there. Thank you so much, Kali, and we're gonna see you more here. And more and more and more. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. So, guys, thank you also for coming. Now, DJ Mikoko, thank you so much, guys, for coming. I really appreciate. See you guys tomorrow. We're gonna be streaming early tomorrow too, and we're gonna have some discussions tomorrow too. So have a wonderful time, guys, and peace. Thank you, Kali, and have a wonderful day.